welcome back to Sew Me Sunshine HQ. My name's Harriet and Celia's in the office today getting up a load of really exciting new fabrics onto our website, and Jenny's here as well behind the camera who's helped get this video together for you guys. So today's video is going to be showing you the brand new collection from See You at Six. So See You at Six is a Belgium fabric company, and they design all the fabrics and print them onto really good quality substrates, and they're a range of like French terries, linen mixes and viscoses. We've stocked them for many years, and they bring out a couple of collections every year, and they just really work really well together, and they're really good quality fabrics, so that's why we've kept stocking them. And they're a really nice small company as well, like I said, based in Belgium, so we always try and champion other small businesses. So this collection, as I said, is their autumn winter collection, and it launches today when the video goes out at 5 PM in the UK. So they'll be all available for you to shop. So we thought we'd show you them on camera and pair them with some different patterns for you. So this is a really beautiful linen viscose fabric. So it's got that classic texture that you'd expect from the linen, and it's got some classic like linen slubs throughout it, which just gives it really nice kind of vintage feel. But because of the viscose content in it, it has a nice drape. It is opaque despite having a light coloured background, and as you can see on camera, it is covered in this really beautiful autumnal coloured or fall coloured floral design. The floral design is quite a large scale, so it's something to bear in mind with the different patterns that you're thinking to make this up in. Because of the drape with it, we thought it'd work really well as a dress, and because of the large scale of the print, we were drawn to picking a dress pattern that was more simple and wouldn't break up the print at all. So Jenny thought that the Hope dress by Starlark, which is one of our new pattern brands we've just started stocking, would work really well because it's got the lovely raglan sleeves, it's got that kind of smock, kind of oversized dress look, so it would work really well with this fabric, and it would work so well, you know, dressed up with a nice chunky cardigan and tights and boots for the colder months coming here in the UK. So this is one of their new French terries in this collection. They're really well known, See You at Six, for their French terries because they're really high quality French terries. So it's a cotton elastane blend, and just to remind you with a French terry, they don't have that fleecy back, they have a really nice soft looped back. So what's really nice about that, it's not overly thick, but they're still nice and warm and cozy. And they have a really beautiful stretch and really good recovery because they're really high quality, and the background colour isn't printed onto the fabric, the yarn is actually dyed that colour, so when they're stretched you don't have to worry about any white showing through, which sometimes you find with jerseys or sweatshirting or French terries. So this one's got a really pretty, very warm creamy white colour in the background, and then it's covered in these little pot plants, which I think is really pretty and a little bit unusual as well. The other bonus with See You at Six is whenever they bring out a collection with French terries, they always bring out matching ribbings. So this is the matching ribbing for this sweatshirting, and we always stuck the matching ribbings. Just makes it a lot easier, you don't have to worry about picking another ribbing, or is it going to match? They match really well together. So we thought we'd pick out a really classic jumper pattern for you, and the classic I'm always drawn to is the Linden by Grainline Studio. It's a really good sweatshirt pattern, it's simple to make, and it's one of those ones that you'll be easy to make time and time again, and it will keep you nice and warm when it's starting to get colder outside. So this is one of the ribbings I just wanted to show you on its own. So they have that classic rib throughout it, really good stretch and recovery with all these ribbings as well. They're yarn dyed, so that means that the yarns have been actually dyed the colour of the jersey, and then they've been woven. And with ribbings, normally they come a lot narrower, but the CU at 6 ribbings are actually quite wide for a ribbing fabric, so they're 115 centimeters wide, so you can actually use the ribbings as a fabric on their own. So something like a turtleneck top like the Nico from True Bias would work really well sewn up in them. And I was just having a little look for you. So for example, if you were going to make the Nico in the largest size with the long sleeves, all you would actually need with that would be just over 2 meters. So, you know, 2.5 meters, you could make yourself a really classic ribbed turtleneck top, and it would, like I said, I think it would work really well in wardrobes. You could wear them underneath like strappy dresses or dungarees, and it'd just be a nice little layer for keeping nice and warm and cozy. So this is another one of their French terries that we've stocking from their most recent collection. As we all know, I love a floral print, and this one is just really pretty. It's got like big, almost like big bouquets of flowers running through it. It is a directional print, as you can see. It runs down the fabric here, and just like all the others, really good quality and lovely soft looped back for you. So all the patterns we've spoken about so far would work really well with these French terries. So anything like a sweatshirt or a jumper or even a cardigan would work for these French terries. And as I mentioned, the matching ribbing for this one they've paired is this lovely purple colour, which, like I've mentioned, you can actually use them on their own as its own fabric. So these work really well together. So again, you don't have to worry about what ribbing to choose if you choose a pattern that requires ribbing. Yeah, it's really gorgeous pattern, and we thought it would work really well sewn up in the Tilly and the Buttons Billy. This is a really popular jumper, and you can actually make the jumper dress version and then to pair it with like some leggings or tights, and it would look really nice, especially with the print running that way. It would really elongate you as well, so it would be really pretty as a jumper dress. This is the last French terry that we've got to show you today in this collection, and it again has got a really lovely autumnal palette to it. So it's got this lovely kind of very warm orangey rusty colour running through it, and then it's covered in this large scale very light purple floral design. So again, like the ones I've shown you, they've got a really good quality to them. They've got good stretch and recovery. Don't have to worry about any white coming through, because like the others, they're yarn dyed. They've got this lovely soft looped back to them, so really nice and warm and soft against the skin. And this one comes with this matching ribbing, and as you can see, they match so well together. So again, you don't have to worry about which one's going to work. CU at 6 have already done the hard work for you. And we picked out the Marlend by Closet Core patterns. Either version would work really well in these French terries, and we just thought this would pair really nicely together. And then I think making yourself like maybe picking out like the purpley colour here in like some jogging bottoms would be a really cozy outfit for being at home. CU at 6 have added some plain viscose linen blends to their collection. So with their viscose linen blends, they are actually quite a high proportion of linen and viscose. I think it's like 45%, 55%, something around those sort of lines. So with the linen, you get that classic linen texture, and you can see almost through it like the slubs from the linen running through it, which I think just gives it a really nice look and texture to the fabric. But with the viscose content, you've got some really nice drape to it as well. So it would work really well as a dress because of the drape throughout it. But with the linen content, it just gives it a little bit more body. So this, as you can see on the camera, is a beautiful green. So again, all the colours in this collection just scream to me like autumn. So I'm really drawn to them, especially as it is getting a bit colder out in the UK now. And yeah, so this is a really classic colour, and it would pair really well with some other prints. So we thought it would work really well sewn up as a pair of trousers. And one of the trouser patterns we thought would work well with this is the Bob Woven Pants by Starlark. So the Starlark we've just started stocking, and Celia, our office manager, has made some Bob Woven pants that she wears quite a lot. So we thought we've got to stock them here at Sew Me Sunshine, and yeah, this type of fabric would work so well with this pattern. This is the other plain viscose linen that they've included in their collection. We were just discussing what sort of colour we thought it was. So it is like a purpley colour, so we were thinking it's like a dusky mauve. So again, a really good colour to match with some other printed fabrics. And like the green one, it's got that drape because of the viscose content through it, but it still has that really nice linen texture and look to it, and also it is opaque, so it would work really well sewn up into trousers, or even just like a dress, or you could, we were thinking it would work so well sewn up into a jumpsuit. So one of the patterns we thought of was the Zadie by Paper Theory, and that would work really nice in both of the linen viscoses. And the other one we thought of, or I should say Jenny thought of, is the Mildred jumpsuit by Starlark. Again, it's just got that, the fabric's got the drape for a jumpsuit, and then you could pair it underneath with like a little turtleneck, so you could use one of the ribbings to make a turtleneck top to wear underneath it, and it would look really nice, and I'm sure it would work really well throughout autumn and into winter. This is one of their viscoses from this collection. So their viscoses are viscose lawn, so they are really, really soft against the skin. They're plain woven, so they're soft on the front and on the reverse. They have a really beautiful drape, and they're nice and silky as well. So this one's got almost that very kind of dusky light mauve coloured background, and then it's covered in this very abstract floral design in this really beautiful orangey, rusty orangey colour. So again, very autumnal colours, and all the colours run throughout the whole collection are very similar. So this one I just think would work really well made up actually into a blouse. I think it would work really well underneath some dungarees or tucked into some high-waisted jeans, or you could wear it as well very dressed up or dressed down, so very would work well throughout hopefully your autumn winter wardrobe with some pieces you've already got. And we thought as a blouse pattern, something that we're all loving here at Sew Me Sunshine is the new Tilly and the Buttons Marni top. Lisa made me a lovely Marni that I've worn quite a lot. And yeah, we just think the top version would work really well with this type of fabric. You wouldn't have to worry about the direction of the print, there's not any direction running through it. And the type of fabric would work really well with the little pleating detail as well. So this is my favourite out of their new collection. It's 100% viscose, and like the last viscose I showed you, it's a viscose lawn. So really nice and silky to touch, nice and soft against the skin, and has a beautiful drape. I love this one because it's got a small floral print design, and I love how the direction of the print runs through, down the fabric this way. I just think it would work really well sewn up into a dress. I love the fact that it's got a black background just because it makes that floral design really pop, and again it's used all the colours that I've shown you throughout all the fabrics in this print, so it just works really well for the autumn season that we're in and into winter. And again, I think you could layer up a dress in this fabric really well to again keep you nice and warm. It's completely opaque as well, so you wouldn't have to worry about lining, which is a win. And like I said, I just think it would work so well sewn up into a dress. And one of the dress patterns that I thought of was the Rita shirt dress by Named. I just think it would work really well. And again, you could, with this shirt dress, you could even wear like a little turtleneck in one of the ribbing fabrics underneath it, just if you wanted an extra layer, and it would work really well, especially as like the colours in the ribbings are used throughout this fabric. So thanks for watching, guys. We hope that you love the new See You at 6 collection as much as we do here at Sew Me Sunshine. Let us know below which one's your favourite out of the collection and what you're planning to make with it. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.